Well, whether it was the snow and cold of February, an early fall taste of winter, or a late autumn winter storm, there's a good chance you were impacted in some way by a weather event in 2019.
Certainly gave us a lot to complain about, that was for sure. Russ Thomas takes a look back at the weather that made headlines last year.
With very few exceptions, most calendar years come with at least one or two memorable weather events. It's not often that we see the number that 2019 brought. After a relatively quiet January, February through mid-March reached historical marks in both snowfall and temperatures across all of western Montana. In Missoula, from the dates February 1st through March 15th, 28.2 inches of snow were reported at Missoula International Airport. This is good for the third highest total for those dates behind 1936 and 2014. Kalispell fell just short of their all-time record during the same period, picking up 39.3 inches of snow. Several consecutive blasts of Arctic air brought exceptionally cold temperatures and bitterly cold wind chill values during the 6-week stretch. On March 4th, Missoula dropped to 10 below zero, while Kalispell dropped to 21 below, both of which were in the top 3 all-time cold temperatures in March. Our unusually cold winter set the tone for what was one of the coolest years in the last 2 decades in western Montana. For Missoula, it was the 18th coolest year on record, and for Kalispell, the 15th coolest. When it comes to those summer numbers, Missoula's hottest day was several degrees shy of 100. The city reached 96 degrees on 3 occasions in August. Meanwhile, Kalispell reached its peak of 93 on 3 separate occasions. This, combined with timely rain events, held fire season at bay. Last September brought another historical event, as a winter storm brought several inches of snow to the lower valley floors and 1 to 2 feet of snow in the higher elevations of Glacier National Park. This early season storm brought over 50 wrecks and slide-offs in the Missoula Valley alone. A historic wind event the day before Thanksgiving brought widespread tree and infrastructure damage and numerous power outages in northwest Montana. And we wrapped up 2019 with a weekend of record-breaking days in the 50s in mid-December. As we turn the calendar to 2020, the odds are against having as many historic and near-record weather events as 2019. But Mother Nature always has a way of surprising us in western Montana. So we'll have to wait to see what story she writes over the next 12 months. In Missoula, Russ Thomas, MTN News.
And heading into this month, the long-range weather models point toward our first true blast of Arctic air to move into the Missoula and Bitter valleys especially. That'll probably happen late next weekend.